as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day.
When you say we never know who we're sitting next to in Marbella, this is certainly one of the cases. Our Spanish viewers, I know, will recognise the lovely Tina Hall because she has, first of all, just been participating in the Spanish edition of The Voice, La Voz, and she's also been in Cuéntame Cómo Pasó.
Sí.
You've also been in what other Spanish series? You've been like so many little things all over the place. You're so diverse, Tina. Welcome back to Marbella Now.
Thank you so much. It is so lovely to be here, and you were the first person that I wanted to touch base with.
Yeah, we wanted to obviously help Tina get the word out when she was on The Voice, but she was under contract. Yeah. Fortunately now, as you can see from the beginning of the interview, her stunning performance that actually got those judges to turn around and choose you. How did that feel? I've got goosebumps now just being there, empathetic for you. How did that feel?
It was crazy. You know, I was so nervous and my palms were sweating. I thought, gosh, what if I drop the microphone? It's different than being in a show and doing my own concert. But our floor director was awesome, and he said, Tina, just treat it as your concert. Forget about it that it's an audition. It's your concert. And the crowd were fantastic. They were so animated and so with you. And you felt that energy. You know me. I'm a big one on energy. Yeah? And it was just a fantastic. But it's very different how you see it on the TV. It's very dark in real life, you know? And then when you watch it on the TV, it's like the red and black stage, the Voss. But it was so dark, and when Malou turned round, I was singing and I thought, someone turn round, because all you can see is a silhouette of a chair.
And so you're not really...
No! And I thought, what is that? I thought, oh, I've got to sing! Oh! And so, you know, all these things were going through my head, and I thought, she's turned round. Ooh!
I was so proud to see that you'd actually gone in for this, because you're such a consolidated performer already. Who would think that you would then go in to put yourself as a veteran with such a history, with such acclaim, such recognition, to then go in with people who are looking to be discovered? What were you looking for?
Do you know what? Trends change, don't they? And you've got to keep up with the current trends. And I was debating for a long time, should I do it? Should I not? What if they say no? What if they don't turn around? I thought, just do it, because music's my passion. And it was just such a buzz, and I just loved it. And when they chose me, it's amazing.
And what was it like when you get into The Voice? Backstage, you're then with your coach, they guide you, they give you advice. Did you feel that that was worth it, or that you could give them a lesson or two?
Do you know what, Nicole, I've learned so much. I was given a fantastic vocal coach called Lucia, and she trains everyone from Anastasia to Malou, all of the coaches on The Voice, you know, all signed to Universal Records, so it's like a big family. And so Lucia trained me. Every week we'd have master classes, and what I've learned, and I thought, oh, you know, do my exercises, I warm up every day, and before a pre-gig, you know, but what she's taught me, to get the strength to use your instrument, and it's amazing. I feel really blessed to have that experience and to have met her, and she's very much in my life still.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg, the music or the acting?
The music. I started out at 15 years old going around all the working men's clubs to earn my equity card. Do you remember that? And oh my gosh, I used to get booed off stage. They used to want their bingo more than they wanted me. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because it really gave me a tough learning curve, you know. And then through singing, I went up for a film about a singer trying to make it in Nottingham. And I got it, and I worked with Toyah and Dame Thora Hird, and Dame Thora Hird's agent took me on, and that's how I went into acting. So it was like a pure fluke, really.
And what do you enjoy the most now, or is it just exhilarating to be able to flip from one to the other?
It's exhilarating to flip from one to the other, but I must say I'm singing every day.
Music is my first love.
Yes, it is. And I've got to say, this lady can play the piano, you know. Yeah, she can. And you look amazing.
Come to Velvet, you might find out. So looking amazing brings us to this amazing pashmina. Apart from the dress and I mean, she looks amazing. She shouldn't be covering up. However,
I just breathe in.
However, you've brought pashminas in for us to be able to purchase. Tell us a bit about what you're doing in this respect.
Do you know, I'm always thinking what to do next. You know, I never sit still for too long. Music's my life, acting is also my career, but apart from that, I'm a businesswoman. And I've always wanted to launch my own clothing range, and it's just thinking, what shall I do? Because it's got to be right. It's got to be something different and a bit special. And so I've just done it within the last week. It's only very, very fresh, just born. And I just love them. And I said to you, you know, you can put it on your sofa.
I've got one as well. I'm absolutely delighted. The colours are tremendous. I mean, it's just beautiful. And that is definitely, as you say, you can, from sofa to shawl. It's like,
however you feel.
Exactly, or in the summer to go out in the evening, wear it as a dress, you wear it as a skirt.
That's huge. That's
it's absolutely fabulous. Lying on the beach, I mean, absolutely endless. So do you have a web for this, for your whole thing, or do you have bits for everything? How do we get hold of
You're so
Tina
lovely,
Hall?
you know, and thank you from my heart for all your support. Because even though, you know, it's been a few years, we've always kept in touch, and it's very dear to me. I feel very blessed.
Oh, you're sweet. Facebook's very good for lots of things.
It is, isn't it?
It is, but it is, because it allows you to be able to, particularly when, as you travel so much, you're away so much with your acting. Are you going to be in any, looking to be in any series again in Spain?
It's The Voice, thanks to him above, it's opened a new window for me. And so I've got an agent, as you know, for my television, totally separate, Georgia, in Valencia, and she's, I did Cuéntame cómo pasó and El tiempo entre costuras, similar to Downton Abbey, you know, Spanish style. And there's talks about going back into Cuéntame, and also a new series called Las Fugitivas, but it won't be till the end of the year. So
so we'll have you around a little bit for a while you then prepare the next few steps.
Yeah, I've also been living in Marbella as well, in between going backwards and forward to Madrid. And
you're performing locally, because I know that you were performing just up, I can't think what it's called now.
Trocadero,
yep. So that, you're doing everything. How do you cope?
Yeah, I just go with it. I think I've got so much energy. It just carries me along.
And I think that is so evident. Let's take a look at your battle. If you've never seen The Voice, Love Off, when you get chosen and then you have to do a battle and they put you in a boxing ring. And I'm telling you, you certainly gave your opponent her money's worth. It was absolutely fabulous. Tina, it's lovely to chat with you again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if you're going to be around, we'll just see you more often.
Yeah, I'm here now for quite a while.
Promise, not a threat.
It's a promise.
Exactly, my daddy would have said that.
I'll hold you to it.
Yeah, it was just been his birthday, so we kind of like have him present. Yeah, Father's Day and all these things. Yeah, so miss your dad. And Tina Hall, we don't have to miss her because she's back. Yay. Congratulations.
Thank you, darling.
Free taxi 4 times a month and 25% discount on your car insurance if you're the zero hero.
Yeah, I'm here in Marbella, but it says here I'm in La Canada.
If you haven't mastered the lingo, don't worry. Linear Director has a free GPS geolocator service that will come and find you. What an honour to welcome to Marbella someone who represents one of the most known theatres in the Costa del Sol, which is the Salon Varieties
Theatre, yes.
Wow, I mean, you hear the name all the time. We don't have a theatre for international performances as such here, and I think one of the few times that we get our jabs and take our passports out is to travel all the way up to see you guys.
Yeah,
you put on amazing events. Katrina, welcome to Velvet here in Marbella.
Thank you very much for having us. Yes, we are an English-speaking theatre. We've been there now for 30-odd years plus, and we open from October until the end of May, and we do a variety of shows: musicals, pantomimes, plays, musical reviews, anything like that.
And is it the people that make up the cast and put these performances on?
We're all voluntary except for the technical staff, and we all have different little groups where we all put on a play or a musical. We have 2 big musicals a year. Which is one's on at the moment, actually, Spamalot. So if anybody's around, come and see that. It's a brilliant show. And then we do various plays throughout the year, and then we do a yearly pantomime, which is typical English, obviously. So it's a typical English theatre, and it's a lovely atmosphere. It's small and quaint. We seat about 287 people, so it's great start. And then you've got the bar as well to go for drink and have food beforehand, etc., etc. So
I have to ask this because this is what everybody always can seal the deal. Is there parking? Where do we park when we go to the Salon Varieties?
Yeah, Fuengirola is very hard to park in. Yes, I agree. We've got car parks nearby though that's
the important thing. But so just go onto the Google or whatever your search engines before you go and just check out where you're going to park, because it'd be such a shame to miss something like this. I've never managed to go.
Always get there in time so that you can find somewhere to park.
But it's something that you don't get an opportunity so often when you're actually living here on the Costa del Sol. And I think for our younger community, this is such an exceptional opportunity for them to touch base. Like at Christmas, do you do like the pantomimes for Christmas?
We do the pantomime, and we also do a Christmas show with children in it as well. But we also get various, because it's a cultural society, it's not a business. You know, most of the people that work there are voluntary. We also get schools that come in, like dance schools. You've got various dance schools around the coast, and like club dancing and ITS, and they come in and do a little show now and again for us. So we try to encourage the young ones, because obviously we won't be here forever, so we need to get the young ones in there to carry on, don't we?
Exactly, especially it's been going for 30 years. Obviously this is something that has a long future in front of it. Can the local community get involved? If someone wants to just get involved, either whether it's in
We always want people to come and join our theatre, whether it to be on stage, whether it to be working backstage or helping with spotlights.
Costumes, I mean, there must be so many aspects to putting on a performance.
Like that. And if anybody has got any costumes to donate, then please do.
So see, that's an interesting thing. Obviously, if there are things out there you don't want to do with them, pop them along to you
pop
guys.
Them along to us. We can always find use for them. So that's.
And how did you get involved with the Salon Varieties?
Well, I've lived in Spain a long time, but I just saw it advertised in the paper once, and I thought, oh, well, I'll go along and see what that's all about. And here I am 30-odd years later.
Really? So you're from the original?
Well, not quite the original, but yeah, I've been there a long time.
Nearly the original cast.
Yeah, I've been there a long time. I've been there over 20 years, yeah. So,
and it don't seem a day too long by the gleam in that eye.
No,
you obviously enjoy it.
It's voluntary, so if you didn't love it, you wouldn't do it, would you?
And do you actually take part in the performances? Are you a singer, actress?
Yeah. I've been in quite a few shows, mainly musicals, but I also do plays. I direct plays as well. So, yeah.
Oh, it's very cool. I mean, and all this right in our midst. So you've got a performance going on now, and I know that our guest next week, John Westwood, is going to be performing at the Salon Varieties in October.
That's right, yeah.
So there's a lot of variety in your Salon Varieties.
Well, we try, I mean, hence the name, Salon Varieties. So we try and do a variety of shows, like I've just said, and Johnny Westwood's coming along at the end of October.
So you get big names in, as well as the local big names.
Yeah.
So lots of fun.
Yeah, we try and encourage anything really, anything we can, as much as possible, as we're able to anyway.
Yeah, and I know that everybody always comments on about how cute the theatre is. That when you're there, you know that you are at the theatre, and that is something very rare to get when you live in Girilandia.
It's exactly, you're in Spain, but when you go into this theatre, it's like going into a nice little English theatre back in the West End. You know, the small little quaint things with the balcony at the top and things like that, and a big stage with all the lighting and all the curtains.
We have to take the cameras there because it just sounds so fun. It's like we're going to set up there, we're going to bring it all down to Marbella. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Katrina, for joining us. It's really been nice to have a little introduction to the Salon Varieties. It is outside the Marbella borders, but we will let you out on certain occasions, and this is certainly one of them, because we can't offer you that here. So if we don't have it here, we're going to have to go there. Yeah. And very lovely and proud that that the association, the board's lasted so long, and such enthusiasm. How do we get in contact with you if we want to go watch, take part? Who do we contact?
Well, you can go on the website. We've got a website, that's www.salonvaritiestheatre.com. And if you ever want to book tickets to come and see the...
So if we want to take part on stage, or we want to go and visit the theatre, we want to go and see one of your performances, how do we do that? Have a website? How do we follow you?
Yeah, we've got a website, so you can book the tickets online at www.salonvaritiestheatre.com. Or if you want to phone up the box office, it's 95 247 4542.
Well, there you go.
And we're also on Facebook and Twitter.
Okay. Follow them on Facebook, and on Twitter, but more importantly, do go along to the Salon Varieties Theatre, because I think, as you can see from Katrina, you won't be disappointed. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much
It really has been a
indeed.
pleasure.
Thank you.
It's joyous.
Thank you.
Hey, hey.
If you want your friends to see this evening's show and they missed it, well, it will be on again on RTV Marbella tomorrow afternoon. It will also be repeated at the weekend when we do our bumper compilation shows on Saturdays and Sundays, and of course online, MarbelleNowTV.com for links to everything. Tomorrow afternoon we also have Me Marbella, Wednesdays at 5:30 on 107.6 FM. Well, that's it for me for this evening. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other. Y hasta mañana.
And it's time.